Therefore, my dear friends, as you have always obeyed not only in my presence, but now much more in my absence, continue to work out your salvation with fear and trembling. For it is God who works in you to will and to act in order to fulfill his good purpose. Philippians 2, verse 12 and 13. Working out, honestly, I'm not a big fan of it, but working out or exercise is pretty important part if you want to live a healthy life. And it is also important to our spiritual life. Paul encourages us to continue to work out your salvation with fear and trembling. Working out salvation is an important aspect to our faith, but it is easy to misread this text. Paul urges us to work out our salvation because it is God who works in to you. We don't work for salvation, but we work out our salvation. It's something that we already have. We work out from our salvation. We don't work to get something that we don't have, but we work out something that we already have. To go back to our fitness analogy, we don't work to get a body, but we work out the body that we already have. We don't work to get salvation, but we work out the salvation that we already have. Working out the salvation that God has worked in us. So what does that look like? What do you already have that God has blessed you with? So how do you work that out? And that's the workout of salvation. So we have been saved by Christ. So how do you live that life? You have been blessed by God with gifts and talents. So how do you live them out? God has been compassionate to us. How do we work that out in our families? God has been forgiving to us. So how do we work that out to our friends? We don't work out what we don't have, but we work out what God has given us. Take inventory on what God has given you and think how you can work that out in your life. This is our reflection for today, and may you continue to work out your salvation with fear and trembling.